here with Ace and Sota, and we're working on a structured feeding exercise because the dogs have been disagreeing with each other over food time. And so what we're doing now is that Ace is being better behaved, so he's going to be able to eat first. And then because Sota is having disagreements and going after Ace during food time exercises, we're using the chain leash just so one, he doesn't start chewing up the leash itself, but also two, that he can't go after Ace. So we're using this the boundary in the kitchen into the living room as the invisible boundary. And this is where they're going to stay back while they're doing the feeding exercise. So as you're comfortable, take steps backwards. And then to go pick up the apple so you can start to eat that. So it's important to eat a couple of bites of food before the dogs do, because dogs eat in the order of their rank. So you want to make sure that you're eating something crunchy and you're having 2 to 3 bites of that. Okay, and then move him back again. Perfect. I'm going to back up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And then take steps backwards as he stays behind the boundary. Perfect. And even though Sota's barking, that's kind of a last-ditched effort to have control over the situation. So now that he's leashed, one, he is losing some control. Awesome. Eating the apple. Good. Okay, hiss at him. Good. Good. There you go. Perfect. Now take steps backwards. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Now you can eat something. Perfect. Awesome. And he's staying respectfully behind the boundary. But when Sota is barking, just ignore that for now. Eventually he'll stop doing that altogether. It's just kind of, again, that last-ditch effort for having control in the situation. And as you are able to ignore it, because now you know that Ace will be safe because we're having Sota leashed at the time, you can just ignore that behavior. Hiss at him. Perfect. Perfect. Good job. That was great timing. I loved that you stopped right when he crossed the boundary. That was perfect timing. Okay, so when you're ready, go ahead and you put Ace's food bowl on the ground, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take the camera and go over this way so we can show it from this angle. Good. Move him back. Okay, and then once you put the food bowl on the ground, you can call him over when you're ready. Try to make sure the bowl's all the way on the ground before you give him permission to come and eat. Okay. Ace, come eat. Come on. Come on. Perfect. And then if you take a couple steps away, a lot of times dogs won't eat as much if we're right on top of them. So perfect. You see his wag his tail like, oh, whoopsies. And now you want me to get him back out of here? Yep. And so now, once he's done, he has to also stay respectfully away from Sota when he eats. Okay. So then you move him back. And definitely encourage him to move probably further this way, just to make sure. There you go. So the other part is let's wait for him to calm down some. We don't want to all of a sudden take him off leash when he's this worked up.
He's mad.
So, so keep taking steps backwards into the kitchen. And there you go. And then just we're gonna wait for him to relax. Good. Because obviously we don't want to take him off. And I'm saying this also for camera purposes, so when you watch this later, you have this as a reminder. But this is mostly just to help him relax because he needs to learn how to self-soothe as well. So if we go over and tell him to lay down or do this or do that, he won't learn how to do that on his own. Good.
Should I untangle him or just let him be?
He should be okay right now. He's not tangled up to the point where he can't stand comfortably, to a degree at least. Or how tangled is he? Oh, maybe untangle him now. I didn't realize how tangled he was. Sota, Ace. 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 Come on, buddy. Good boy. You really want to be with your buddy. Ace. If you want to put him in the other room to make this easier at first, you can. It's up to you.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
There we go. This might be something to work up to get him so they can both do this together. Now I would make sure that we still give him a little bit of time. Probably go over and eat a little more of your apple.
Okay.
Just to again show him that you're the cat. The cat's like, this is awesome.
New toy.
He's like, this is great. Let's keep this. It's good that he's laying down though. That's good. So he's starting to calm down. We just don't want to let him off when he's that worked up. And it might take some time for him to get to the point where you can have them both out here. And eventually you'll have him off leash. But that could take weeks to over a month. I don't know yet. But he has to essentially learn how to be comfortable with this and being able to be restricted so he can't go after Ace in the way that he's trying to do. So another trick that you could do, and I'll just mention this, is start training Ace to go over here and lay on the bed.
Okay.
And that way he is being trained that when he's done, he needs to go lay there and stay on the bed because then he's not directly on top of Sota.
Okay. Should I unhook him now?
So let's unhook him so that way you can do the exact same exercise that we've been doing and make him stay out of the kitchen using the escalating consequences while you feed him.
There you go, Gimlet.
See, his first reaction is to go see what Ace is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and I would move the food bowl around just to make sure he knows you have it, and then don't let him into the kitchen until you give him permission. He's running over, and now send him out of the kitchen. Good. Good. He's very preoccupied. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and set the bowl down and just make sure he doesn't come into the kitchen until... Hi.
Sorry.
It's okay, you're fine.
Liz, this is Sam.
Hi, Liz. I'm not getting your face in the camera, don't
Is
worry.
Ace out? No. Okay.
Okay, so don't let Sota in the kitchen yet. There you go. Oop, oop, oop. Pick it up. There you go.
Ace spilled the water and Liz fell.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Now have him leave the kitchen again. Good.
We're going to go all the way around the table, huh? Come on.
There. Perfect. This is more or less what I anticipated from earlier. There we go. Good job. Okay. Good
Don't
job.
let him. Just ignore him.
Don't
Yep.
worry.
There. See how he's standing at the boundary?
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting the idea. Coming on the other side. Good job. Perfect. That was perfect. Good job. Good job. There you go. Perfect. Now take one step back. Perfect. You're doing great. Hiss at him. So this is just as important because now he's almost getting the full exercise without having Ace here, so he can, because this is something he prizes having this meal time more than the tree exercise with leadership exercise.
Right.
So this is a really good exercise for you to be doing with him. Good. Okay, watch him. Is. Good. Perfect.
Do I really have to go all the way around here?
He's testing the boundaries.
Should have taken the leaf out of the table.
I know. It's not a bad idea. Okay, go ahead and grab the bowl. You can set it down, just don't let him in until you tell him he can come in. Perfect. Good job. Perfect. Now when you're ready, you tell him. Not until, don't do it quickly just because of him. Do it when you feel comfortable and you're ready. Good.
Alright, Sota, come on.
Good.
Go ahead.
All right, that was excellent. So now we've got him eating, and so what we want to make sure that, just for reference on the camera, obviously keeping Ace out of the room until he's done eating, but then as you go forward, and if you want to work on training him to stay on the bed, try to make sure that he stays on the bed while he finishes eating, and he walks out of the kitchen on his own so he doesn't feel threatened that he's going to come and take the food. And then over time, they will be able to work through this. But as we mentioned, I mentioned off camera, dogs get better at anything that they do routinely. So as he's built up time of practicing, trying to go after Ace around mealtime, he's gotten better at it. So we need to break that bad habit. And this is the start of this process. But then over time, they'll be able to start eating one at a time without going after each other.